A Perjurer is a cursed killer.
A sinner by nature.
A victim of fate.
A wondrous monster.
A heartless murderer.
A cursed killer.
A very inconvenienced person.
A big idiotic jerk!
A loved one to fight for. And die for.
The Perjurer's curse has plagued this world for half a decade, and as far as anyone has been able to tell, no one is immune. There's no known cure, and the course is lifelong. Since it usually strikes shortly upon hitting adolescence, most of them otherwise have had a normal childhood before having their lives turned upside down in that one instant when they realize the curse has taken hold of them. We've been after the Perjurers for years, ever since I became the head detective of the police force in charge of bringing these dangers to society to justice. And our efforts have been extremely successful. They used to number in the thousands. Now, we're after but a handful that remain. Enough that the higher-ups deem that those few left is unworthy of the tight security measures that have worked so well up until now. Here we are, with the deadline on all quarantines a day away, and most likely the last few Perjurers caught in our grasp. We're so close. Yet right under everyone's noses, known only to myself and Eve, it's in large part thanks to a very precocious, shrewd young girl, pinning each and every last one of her own kind down. One thing I can say for certain is that she has an unprecedented talent for espionage and infiltration, and I feel as if, somehow, her potential would be such a shame to waste. If she could be directed to use her gifts to make people's lives better, like I had been, then I would... Eve's right. Can't put this off any longer. What am I going to do with Inali after the quarantine's end? I shouldn't ignore the fact that she was a major factor that most of the Perjurers were labeled and branded. We can't just let her go. Can we? Or should I even consider legal guardianship?
Hey.
Inali, No, you first.
Fubre, I know this might sound sudden, but I've just informed the higher-ups of some of your not-so-legal methods of catching a perjurer. My bad.
You did what?
Wait a second. You shouldn't be able to move. You use magic?
Mana from the East Country. Actually.
Since when did you...
There's a lot of things I didn't tell you about.
Eli, there's something I need to tell you about.
What is it, Alice?
Well, what would you say if I told you that little Inali might be a perjurer?
Hold up. That doesn't make any...
I want out. Now. This place isn't good for me at all.
Chaska's right. We should leave, Eli. It's too dangerous for us to stay here any longer.
Chaska's choosing a rather odd time to leave all of a sudden. Even so, things are getting a little too hectic for us to linger. By now, we're all at risk of being branded perjurers by association alone.
What about Pizzicato?
He's dead!
What? How?
I couldn't believe it. He said he was a perjurer, and I didn't believe him. So he died.
No way.
I can't believe it. Chaska was a perjurer too? But why would she cover it up with a ridiculous lie like that? Well, If anyone couldn't lie to save her own life, it'd be her. That's mine.
Eve, no time to explain. Just tell everyone possible that Inali is a perjurer.
What was that?
Eli?
Eli? You accidentally chose Eli for your lifeline? Oh, God bless the alphabet.
Fubre! What is this about Inali being a perjurer?
Listen. To me. Eli. She's a perjurer. Do not let anyone else fall for her treachery.
Fubre?
You felt it was so necessary to inconvenience me before going to meet your maker, didn't you, Fubre? Oh, what does it matter? I'm just grateful you at least entrusted me enough so that I could extend my life by a month or two. Hi there, Eli.
What was all that about, Inali?
He lied on me, Eli. An elaborate setup meant to get back at me for disobeying orders.
What orders?
He wanted me to lie to you and say that Alice sold you out. I couldn't do it, though. But after I told him that, he got violent. Again.
Again? Where is Fubre now? I want to talk to him.
I had to knock him out. He was scaring me and creeping me out with his behavior after he dropped the phone. It's like he was going insane.
Meet us outside, Inali. We're getting out of here, and we can't leave you behind.
Okay, Eli.
Okay. The short version is, Inali is a perjurer, and it looks like she's killed Fubre.
What? What was all that on the phone then?
Her uncannily good acting skills. We're leaving. Now.
Fubre, you haven't returned. I suppose I'm going out this alone now. You knew how dire circumstances currently were, and yet all of you are the first to try to flee. Eli, I thought you were more sensible than this.
You can't blame us for wanting to steer clear from a place where people are dropping left and right. It's unhealthy, and we've had enough.
You know the rules against attempting to leave a quarantine area. A guaranteed imprisonment for several months plus an instant branding, if you're already high on their suspect list. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
Eli! Cease this madness at once!
Eli, what are you planning on doing?
We can still get away, Alice. We don't have any other choice.
Right.
You've essentially just acknowledged that you're both perjurers, Eli. Stop digging your hole deeper and let Chaska go!
What? So you can brand her too?
What are you talking about?
Think about it, Chaska. The evidence is stacked against you just as much as it is on us. You go back to Neria, and I can promise you'll be branded as well.
Let me go, Anquis! Unfreeze me!
Alice, what are you talking about?
Oh, there you all are. Whoa, what's going on here?
You've walked in on a very delicate moment, Inali.
Really? I never would have guessed with Eli holding Chaska by knife point over there. No, but whatever crazy stuff is going on at this point, it won't make a difference in the end.
Inali?
I regret to inform you that I have come to collect your lives now. As a perjurer, I'm sure I'll find them very useful for the long journey ahead.
It's as I feared.
Oh, and before I forget, Eve, you already knew I was a perjurer, yes. But as I've just turned Fubre in about our illicit perjurer catching scheme, I'm taking your life along with the rest of them. I bid thee all a fond farewell. Okay, so Eli didn't fall for the phone call and told the rest of you. But Eve, why didn't you go down at least? I had betrayed both you and Fubre fair and square. And I just told you about it.
Before we let you join our team, Fubre and I formed a pact of sorts. In the event that you gain enough of our trust to break it and kill one of us, the other would know instantly, thus being immune to the effect.
Is that even possible?
No! It's not! Don't insult my intelligence with that stupid fairy tale garbage!
Do you not know what mana is? Your education is suffering more than I thought.
Ugh! That's twice now! I refuse to put up with such embarrassing idiocy! Alright then. Take 2. Sorry, Alice. Good little girls have reputations to uphold. I'm sure you, of all people, can understand that. Aw, Eli, that was sure nice of you.
What the heck's going on? A shield?
Oh, come on, now this is just cheating.
Stay right there, Inali.
I don't fancy those perjurer brandings or imprisonment. Therefore, I am disinclined to acquiesce to your request. So, I'll be on my way now. But you all had better stay put, or else you're going right after Eli.
Eli! Eli!
I hadn't expected you to do that.
Loving my sister was never a lie. There are some things even a perjurer can't help.
I had seen that with you and Caryn. That's why I'm here. Come on, your sister's waiting. She's crying for you to come back.
Go back to what? I let my sister down. We're both guaranteed a brand. I killed Caryn. The one woman I was sure I couldn't kill. Let me go, Anquis. There's nothing I can do that will bring Alice happiness now.
I don't know. I think being alive might help.
Our fate is sealed regardless, Anquis. Let me go. Please, protect Alice. I want her to find some form of happiness before all is said and done.
You're sure?
Unless you want me to get in the way between you two until the end of our days.
I promise you, I'll protect her, Eli. With everything I've got.
That's all I ask.
It has been 3 days subsequent to the events surrounding the final quarantine. The perjurer Alice has been placed under our custody and awaits a brand 4 days from now. Notably, her connection with Anquis combined with his mana seems to have set off an unusual phenomenon in which Anquis' spirit could linger alongside hers. As a result, Anquis with his retained mana ended up able to save the lives of everyone except the perjurer Eli, who sacrificed his own life to protect his sisters. The suspicion circling Chaska being a perjurer has been all but cleared, leaving the perjurer Pizzicato's actual cause of death as the failure to break the trust of his victim. She has been extremely distressed about this harrowing ordeal, and I have taken it upon myself to take care of her until she is more emotionally stable. The situation regarding Fubre has left all of us swamped with paperwork. The young perjurer named Inali, who took his and Eli's life, is still at large. We are continuing our search for her, but it seems she may have fled the country. I am now personally investigating the finer details surrounding Anquis and Alice, though it is merely a hypothesis at present. I believe that the key element was Alice's acceptance of marriage, proposal Anquis had made to her shortly before his death, acting as a type of spiritual bond that allowed his spirit and mana to anchor to this world through that of Alice's. As for how I foresee the outlook after all this.
Technically, there's no way for me to keep existing unless you keep on living, which means you're taking more lives, eventually. Thus, if Eve doesn't end up finding a way to remove the Perjurer's curse before the time comes, I want to die with you, so you won't go alone. We'll meet up with your brother again, together.
It won't happen right away, you know. It takes nearly a year for a life. Your life. To be used up entirely.
That's fine. I'm in no rush if you aren't.
I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. I don't know any place I want to go.
Then in the meanwhile, I can be with you in your dreams, you know? That's something I couldn't have done when I was alive. Make our world just the way we want it to be.
What? Are you going to conjure up dreams of a wonderful life we'll never have with one another?
Yes, exactly.
If only I could just sleep for eternity. As if I were the Princess Sleeping Beauty. Then I wouldn't ever have to wake up.
Well, one day, we won't.
I hope, after that day comes, our dreams will never end.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. And I will too.
I believe that, no matter what lies in their future, they'll be happy together.